and welcome back. So we are going to be whipping up today a really delicious pizza, okay? Now the pizza is going to be lower calorie. The entire pizza is gonna be just over 800 calories. The entire pizza is gonna have, it's gonna have 68 grams of protein. So this is not only, look, normal pizzas are over 2,000 calories. This is like a third of the calories, and it's really delicious. And it's not gonna be, look, I'm all about turning cauliflower into all kinds of things, but this isn't gonna be no cauliflower crust. This is gonna be a regular crust using regular flour, tastes delicious, and a fraction of the calories. So the first thing we're gonna do before we do anything is you are going to, what are they gonna do?
You are gonna click that subscribe button. And
click that subscribe button.
And press the notification bell.
Press the notification bell.
So you can get my mom's merge when it comes out.
So you can get all access to all of our tips. We will upload 4 times a week here on the channel. Weight loss tips, fitness tips, and delicious healthy recipes. And sometimes you get to see cute kids. I mean, I'm biased, they're mine, but I think they're kind of cute. Anyway, so the first thing we're gonna do is we are gonna make our crust, okay? And here's what I will tell you. You do have to make the crust. It is gonna have some yeast, and you do have to let it rise. But do not be afraid of that. I used to always look for pizza doughs that didn't require yeast because I just wanted to like wham bam, thank you ma'am it. No, it is way worth the little tiny bit of effort. The 5 minutes it's gonna take to make the crust is worth it, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna measure out 2 different, just regular white flour. You're gonna measure out 90 grams and 30 grams. So together 120 grams, but separately. I just use my food scale, 90 grams and 30 grams.
First bowl with 90 grams, second bowl with 30 grams of flour.
Next thing we're gonna need is a 1/4 cup of warm water. You're gonna need 1 packet of yeast, or if you don't have the packets, like I just have the jars, it's 2 1/4 teaspoons of just, I like the Fleshman's Rapid Rise yeast. It's what I like to use. And then we have a little bit of sea salt and oregano. We are gonna use a food processor, or if you have a blender, but my favorite thing to use is a food processor. Makes this really quick. You don't have to knead anything. And yeah, so let's get processing.
Okay, Liberty's gonna add our nut bowl of 90 grams of flour into the food processor. Dump it in.
I'm a maniac.
Okay, now she's gonna dump in our 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast.
I'm a maniac. I love pizza.
And then our salt and oregano. Well, actually, Italian seasoning. Okay, we're gonna put the lid on, turn this on and let it mix. Turn it off. Now, while this is in there, we are gonna start adding our warm water. Now, we wanna add the warm water little by little so that it doesn't get too doughy. You can always add more, but you don't wanna add too much. I've got the 1/4 cup in, and you can see it's still a little crummy, so I'm gonna add more 1 tablespoon at a time. Oh, it's starting to form the dough ball. You can see the dough ball. When the dough ball forms, you're gonna shut it off and add your other 30 grams of flour. Okay, when the dough ball's done, you wanna be able to press on it, and it should not be sticky. Just like that. If it's sticking to you, you gotta add a little bit more flour.
I'm just gonna take a bowl and I'm gonna coat this lightly with a little thing of cooking spray. We're gonna go ahead and put our dough ball right in the middle, and we are gonna cover it in saran wrap. So we have our dough ball covered in saran wrap, and we are just gonna put this in a warm place in the sun on top of a dryer, and we are gonna let this sit for, I think the sweet spot's about 45 minutes. If you're in a hurry, you can get away with 30, but 45 minutes, we're gonna let those yeasty boys go to work, let the dough get a little bit bigger, and then we're gonna make pizza. Now, while that is rising, we are gonna make our sauce. Now, we just have 200 grams of a regular canned, like pasta sauce.
200 grams of sauce. Added some Italian seasoning and we added some garlic powder to the tomato sauce. And I'm just using a regular can of tomato sauce.
That's the beauty of this. You can make it as Italian-y. You can add some crushed garlic to your sauce. You can add anything you want, but you're gonna get 200 grams of sauce. So we're not gonna be skimping on the sauce at all, which is beautiful.
45 minutes, and look at this. Oh, so big, it's fluffy. Our yeasty boys went to work. That's some amazing looking dough.
Okay, I just got done showing you the dough. It rose. She smashed it down. All right, so we are going to take a round pizza sheet, any kind of pizza sheet, and just coat it with a couple squirts of non-stick cooking spray. Voila. And we are going to take our dough, put it on there, and work it into a dough shape. While you're doing this, you want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So let's get making, you can always, if you're a good tosser. Anyway, before I put it on, I just kind of stretch it just a little bit, and we're gonna, okay. Now you can use a rolling pin. I like to use my hands, and you're just going to start pressing the dough out into a circle. Want to make sure you don't get any holes in it. That wouldn't be good. The good thing about using your hand is you can kind of feel where the thick spots are and mold it out. So there is our pizza dough. Now we are going to take a fork and we are going to stab it every couple of inches. This is going to keep it from puffing up as we bake it. And you're just going to put some stabs in it. There we go. Now this step is optional depending on how crispy or mushy you like your crust. I like a little bit of a crispier crust that I can, it's pizza, it's not sloppy. So I'm gonna put this in the oven for 5 to 8 minutes and just let it crisp up just a little bit before we put our toppings on. So it's going in the oven.
The dough just came out of the oven, and now it's time to load this baby up.
Okay, so to go on the pizza, we have, remember, 200 grams of our sauce. We have 4 ounces or about 112 grams of fat-free mozzarella cheese. And then we have turkey pepperoni. This is by far, so turkey bacon, it's okay, but it does not taste like bacon. Turkey pepperoni, oh my goodness, it's hard to tell the difference between pepperoni and turkey pepperoni. This stuff is delicioso. So let's go ahead, and here's the thing I love about this pizza. We're not skimping on toppings. This is gonna be about as close to a regular pizza that you're gonna get by cutting the calories. This tastes so good, so similar. It's a really great swap for pizza, being a third of the calories. So anyway, let's go ahead and get this baby made. Now here's the thing. You can make this as saucy or not saucy as you want. I like mine kind of saucy. So let's go ahead and spread that around. We want to leave a little bit of room on the edges for the crust.
I like a lot of toppings on my pizza.
Make sure you leave some room for the crust bed.
Yeah, I love pizza. Wow, that looks delicious, Mom. And do we need all the cheese on there?
Yes.
Pepperoni time! I want them. All these pepperonis on. I love pepperonis. Pepperoni pizza, Mommy?
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite. Can I? Oh, that's 2. Can I eat one?
No, come on.
That's as much. It's a flip over. You want to? Can I do this? Can I eat this one?
Can you go right in the middle? Right there?
Okay, this baby is loaded up and ready to go in the oven. 350 degrees. Only thing I'm gonna add before we do that, gonna add just a tad bit of salt to the top. I think it brings out the flavor, and then a little bit of Italian seasoning. So just dust on the Italian seasoning, nothing too heavy, and going in the oven. 15 to 20 minutes, 350 degrees. Look at that, our pizza just came out of the oven. Looking yummy, scrumptious, and delicious. We're gonna transfer this to a cutting board. Take our handy dandy pizza cutter and our 800 calorie pepperoni loaded pizza. Okay, so the end result is a ooey gooey, delicious 800 calorie pizza with 68 grams of protein. And my favorite thing to do is eat half of this, give my husband half of this, have a side salad. And if you were to go anywhere else and get a large pizza, even some of those healthy thin crust pizzas you get at the grocery store, you're talking double, if not triple, the amount of calories that are in this entire thing. And if you just want to indulge and sit down and eat the whole thing, it's only 800 calories. So anyway, if you haven't, make sure to click like, hit the subscribe button, watch some of our other cooking videos here on the channel, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.